All right, guys, let's talk about why Micron is sinking today. What is going on? If you are a Micron investor, you need to know about this. You need to know these couple of factors that's hitting Micron, and you need to know if this is more of a long-term issue. Is this a sign to maybe be getting out of Micron, maybe be paring back your positions? We're going to talk about all that in this video. So let's get started. You can see right now Micron is down 11%, trading down $109 and currently trading at 886 right now on the real time. You see that. On the 5-day, we're down 8.6%. 1 day, we're down again. We're down those numbers I gave you earlier. But on the 1 month, we're still obviously up 38%. You can see that 6 month, 273%. And year to date, 210%. So again, looking really good on more of the longer term scenarios. So what is playing out? Well, look, we've got a situation playing. Investors are reacting to the latest jobs report from the Bureau of Labor Statistics. If we take a look at kind of what's going on there, that is moving the market down. Earlier, it was moving the market down significantly, and you can see NASDAQ is down 963, and the Dow is up 874. Now, earlier today, the Dow was down about 700, 800 plus, but the jobs report is fueling the fear around the fact that now there may be some Federal Reserve interest rate hikes coming in our future instead of a reduction in those interest rates. Now they're looking at this jobs report saying, okay, there's data here that's telling us we could be possibly looking at interest rate hikes. Job report smashes expectation with payroll growth of 172,000. Stocks tank as jobs report fuels Fed rate hikes. U.S. stocks fell sharply with tech leading the way down after the release of the May jobs report. So that's one of the big things that's kicking Micron down, if you will. So since that job growth came in better than expected, it is moving almost all tech and AI down. NVIDIA confirmed that it also had certified high bandwidth memory chips from Micron for use in its AI accelerators. Okay. So we got a little bit of things, some good news, bad news thing. But again, broader market getting hit with strong selling action today as investors weigh the risk of the Federal Reserve potentially raising interest rates. That's the core. That's the key. So to bring this back to Micron, this is not a Micron specific issue. This is not something that's specifically impacting only Micron investors. And say, for example, if you were investing in SanDisk, it's impacting all major tech. And you can kind of take a look here. If we take a look at some other major tech ones, this is Micron. You can see right here moving down. You can see like these candles. Each of these candles is 6 hours, but you can see them move down dramatically right there. Okay. If you look at Taiwan Semiconductor, see the dramatic move down right there. So let me share that with you, like right there, dramatic move down. Dell, same kind of scenario. Look right here, move down. AMD, look at this. See a trend? A move down. You see that, right? Okay, so it's not a specific Micron scenario. All AI and tech stocks are getting just beat up by this and getting kind of pummeled, if you will. And I really, I don't really see this being an issue that is going to continue specifically to Micron. Now, what we could be seeing is a broad market sell-off that could continue into Monday's trading. We'll see how the weekend kind of fares. But investors are worried about this rate hike. Again, this goes to a much larger macro scenario where investors are really watching the Federal Reserve and what they do or don't do, but also more importantly, the concern about recessions, about inflations, about, hey, am I just going to be able to keep my job? Am I going to be able to put gas, fuel in my car, in my truck? Am I going to, when I go to the grocery store, everything just seems to be more expensive, all this kind of stuff. And I'm worried about my job, quite frankly. Okay. That's at the heart of what we're seeing. Okay. So, but to contradict this, and it's, by the way, not helping the stock today, NVIDIA gave Micron another official vote of confidence. So the NVIDIA CEO came out and recently announced that it had certified new high bandwidth HBM chips from Micron for inclusion in its AI accelerators. Along with Micron, the company also certified memory chips from Samsung and SK Hynix, the three major memory players. The official go-ahead from Hong is good news for Micron. It was likely already priced in the company's stock, and investors appear to be focused on the macroeconomic risks, i.e. the Federal Reserve and all that kind of stuff. That's what we're seeing right this second. Okay. So look, if you have a longer term investment horizon, this is an opportunity. Looking at buying Micron at a 10% dip, it's an opportunity. Do you believe that AI spending is going to continue? You should. It's going to go to north of 5 trillion. AI data spending on data center build out, all that kind of stuff by 2030, north of 7 trillion by 2033. Those are not my numbers. I didn't make those up. Those are stats that are out there. That is significant. And right now that number is about 700 billion is what we spent so far. So Micron's sinking today. It's not a specific Micron issue. It is a larger macro issue that's impacting all of AI and all of tech stocks. And so thus it's not really a cause for concern as a Micron specific investor. It's not a cause for concern as an AMD investor, as a Dell investor. It's a macro scenario playing out. It's a buy the dip opportunity if you're looking at buying and holding long-term and leveraging capital to make money over the period of time. All right. Okay. So before I let you go, if you want, you're interested in making even more money with your tech stocks and AI stocks, you want to know when to buy them perfectly and when to sell them perfectly, I can help you with that. All right. So I've got a trading indicator. It's about $1.10 a day to use it. That's it. So it's a little bit more than $30 a month. Okay. You spend more than that on going out to eat one time at lunch or dinner. It's right here. See this green box, momentum up, and that red box, momentum down. So that's my software telling you to buy here and sell there. 44 days, 131%. That's Micron. Do you know when to buy any stock? Do you know when to sell any stock? And thus put that profit in your pocket, in your bank account, so that it helps you and helps your family. If you don't, you're flying blind. And I'm offering this to you for literally about $1.10 a day. There's a link in the description below to go try this out, to go take a look at it. The prices are cheaper than you see on the screen. If you use that discount code down there that's with the link right down there, there's a 30-day, no questions asked, money back guarantee. Okay, let me give you a couple of other examples. AMD, look at this. So AMD, this is a buy alert right here. Buy to a sell, buy, sell, and then all the way up to this sell. 65 days, 172%. $1,000 bought, you would have made over $1,724 in profit. Dell, look at this one. See how this buy alert right here came in way before this massive move up to that sell alert? 12 days, 92%. $1,000 bought, $928 in profit when you sold. TSM, look at this, Taiwan Semiconductor. I love this one. I love Taiwan. All these buy and sells all the way up to right here, 163 days, 51%. Micron, been talking about Micron. Here you go. Micron all the way up to this sell alert, 64 days, 242%. Tells you when to buy, tells you when to sell. If you're not using an indicator, you are flying blind. You are just guessing. And this is the way that you can be making money short-term, mid-term, in addition to having long-term buy and hold strategy. This is what's called swing trading. So you could be doing this with this technology for literally about $1 a day is what it costs. 30-day, no questions asked, money back refund guarantee. It means you get to try it for 30 days. You don't like it, you get to cancel and refund any time. On a go-forward basis, you get to cancel at any time you want. No long-term contracts, no nothing. Cancel anytime you want. There's live training every week in the members area, live training. There's also a private Discord community that you can become part of. All of that for about $1 a day. So why not try it? Give it a look. Links are right down there to go get it. And I'll see you.